Well, welcome to a new Dave's Classic Garage Tours video, and today I'm back at the Healey factory to see Chris in the restoration part of the garage. He's actually going to give us a little update on some of the work and show us some new jobs that are in. One day I shall get you into the repair part of the business, but for now, let's go and see Chris. Okay, Chris, last time I saw this was downstairs, ready to go into paint, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had it all ready just as we came up to the Christmas break, and as soon as we came back in the new year, masked the car up and applied the Old English white and the Healey blue, and then copious amounts of clear over the top of it all.
Say this is Pinin again.
Yeah.
What year is this one?
67, 1967.
Okay.
So we're in the final stages now where we start to put all the bright work back on the car. So we've got bumpers, headlights in, guard piping, boot trim, petrol tank. We'll work on the doors next, and then the dashboard. And then it can go to a trimmer after that for the interior to be put in the car.
So this is, you were mentioning just a moment ago, you've got 12 cars coming in.
Yeah, we've got 12.
To be sent off to Europe.
Yeah, we've got the European Healey meet in Norway. I think that's in June. So we've got to ship 12 Healeys to Europe to go to the event. So they'll come in over the next 2 weeks. We'll put them into, we've got 2 containers that can take 6 cars each. They've got a hoist in the front, and then we can put 3 top, 3 bottom. Ship them.
40 footers they would be, wouldn't they?
40-foot containers, right. Yeah. Ship them over to the UK. We've got a customer that has a business over there. We'll put them on his bit of land, and then we'll fly over there, take them out the containers, drive from the UK into Norway, and then through the rest of Europe over about 8 weeks, back to the UK, put them in the container and bring them back home.
Right. This one isn't going to be doing it?
No, this isn't going to be one of them, no.
Would they be up to this? I mean, would people rally cars that are straight out of...
Yeah. The owner of the Healey factory, he's taken his that we finished last year. Wow. So, yeah, you've got to use them. If you spend all the money, there's no point, just putting it in the front room and not using it. You might as well enjoy the car.
Sure. Does that mean work for you when they get back?
Most probably. They'll need servicing, general fix-ups, whatever. Hopefully, they don't need anything, but there's always something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. What have we got right behind you there?
So this is a BT7.
Aha. So, now let me get this. So this is in the comment section of the last one. So this will be the 2+.
This is 2 plus 2. Yeah.
Right,
So 1960. But the 2 plus 2 is it has 2 tractor seats in the back. So the nigh on useless, I mean, you can't really sit in there. Years ago, you could put your kids in, but legislation now, you wouldn't be allowed to sit anybody in the back because, well, you've got to have seat belts and harnesses and special seats. So we've done what we're doing on this car is we've done body and chassis for the customer. Right. We're going to put enough mechanical items on it so that it'll roll, and then we can deliver it to Sydney, and he's going to finish the car.
Himself?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. And have you passed through here, through the Healey factory?
Oh, yeah, we built plenty of all models of Healeys. Yeah.
Well, the Australians took to them, particularly.
Oh, well, the more Australians more prefer the BJ8.
Right. Okay.
Because it's wind-up window, and usually the wives prefer that model. That's got the easy fold hood, where this one's got a frame that you've got to actually put in the car to put your soft top on. This is like a pram, just folds up, and off you go.
Is it harder to work on one of these?
No. I reckon they're an easier model than that, because the windows on that model are quite difficult to set up.
Right, yes.
In the pram frame.
Right, yeah, okay.
But mechanically, they're the same.
Okay, and so, and where's the rest of the panels and everything on this?
They're in a container. We've put them into epoxy primer after we finished them.
Yeah.
But the customer's going to do some of the project himself. Right. He couldn't really do the body, so we've done the body, we've painted the chassis, and now we've got to get it to Sydney. It's easier on 4 wheels than how would you move it? It's just a big lump.
Okay. Yeah. Right, so we'll say no more about the Vetrosina.
No, not at the moment. Still waiting for a couple of parts.
Okay. And in that position, we had one of your own 2+. Sorry, I called it a 2+2, but
that's a BJ8. Yeah.
But, you had a wide
the wide body car's gone. Body. Yeah, the wide body car has now gone to the trimmer, so that'll be there for around about a month while it gets the leather interior fitted into it.
Well, this is something you.
This is a totally restored car.
Yeah. Wow.
So that came back from the trimmer, and then the other one has gone to the trimmer.
Is that new wood or reconditioned or
oh, that's new dashboard.
Yeah.
I had a local guy, because we've put air conditioning in this car, which you can see the vents in the corner. Right. I've got a local chap that does wood veneer, so he made me some new timbers, and then did the modifications for me, and then reapplied the veneer and the clear.
Did they ping like that when from the factory, or?
Oh, honestly, don't know. I wasn't here then. They most probably did when they were new, but also the problem with a lot of the early veneers, the clear, wasn't UV stable, so it would always go white and then start to delaminate fairly easily.
Okay, so the Triumph was over in the corner last time.
Yeah, it was on that. It had just come up from the paint shop. Yeah. So now we've been fitting the bright work again, guard piping, headlights, bumpers, grills, windscreen, and the same at the back end. Yeah. So at the moment we're just waiting for a few more parts to come in. I've sent the dashboard off to get trimmed. The interior colour's going to be white leather on this car. The customers, that's what he's asked for. So the dash has gone off to get trimmed in the white leather. Then we can install that, the instruments, and then it's just get the interior retrimmed.
Beautiful. Right, wow. That's all new, is it?
Oh, they're the original seats, sandblasted and reprimed.
Wow.
I don't think the trimmer will use those spring bases, but that's what was in the car. He'll most probably just use a foam, I would imagine, but
right.
I just kept everything together with the car, and they can decide what's the best way to trim the car.
Now this next build really is testament to the quality of workmanship carried out here at the Healey factory. The last one of these cars to sell at RM Sotheby's in 2015 went for over $7.5 million US. That's well before the COVID tax. Back to Chris for the rest of the story.
So this one's going to be an extremely special project that's going to take most probably 4 or 5 years to complete. So what this is it's going to end up as a 1960, I'll just get the year right, yeah, 1962 400 short wheelbase Superamerica Ferrari Roadster. Oh. Right, with Pininfarina body. So What's happened here is the customers found the front and the rear of the Roadster, which are brand new in Italy, never been used. In 1962, Ferrari built 7 cars. And the 7th car, the order was cancelled, and the panels have sat somewhere in Europe for all the years. Somebody then started the project, and this chassis is from a later car. This is off a Ferrari 330 short wheelbase. So it's still Ferrari. It's going to have all the correct running and braking systems on the car, with the Pininfarina front and rear end.
And all those mounting points and whatever for that, they just fit, or?
Oh no, we'll have to make the body fit. I've got the body panels, but unfortunately at the moment I've sent them away to have the metal cleaned so we can see what we've got. They have like a delivery primer on them, and I wanted to clean it all and see how good they are. But brand new panels, never been fitted to a car, genuine Pininfarina.
Do you know how they would come across, how they found them, or where they
No,
were?
no, I haven't been, I haven't found that part of the story yet.
I haven't been that nosy enough yet.
No.
All right, okay.
So, I mean, I do have a picture here. Oh, 2 secs.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
So it's actually going to look like that when it's finished.
Stunning. Stunning. So there's 6 other of these rolling around.
Yes, and this will be the 7th.
They're presumably all.
But really, I mean, yes, it's all Ferrari parts. But it hasn't come out of the Ferrari stable.
Right.
So I don't know.
Will they recognise it, do you reckon?
I don't know. I mean, the chap who's commissioned it, he's not bothered, you know. He wants that car, and we're going to make it look like that car.
So, where's all that time? Where's the 5 years going to go into this? Tell us about that.
Well, I've got to find all the parts because we've got a chassis and a front and a rear.
Yeah.
The engine is in the UK being rebuilt, and the gearbox.
Yeah.
Then we've got to find all the mechanical items to go on the car, which will be difficult.
So tell us about that process. You literally.
We'll have to put feelers out to any or all Ferrari specialists worldwide and see what they come back with. The owner's quite happy to take that part of the role on, and he can't do the part of it that we can do, but he's quite happy to spend a million hours on computers, speaking to people, sourcing the correct parts. And he's very knowledgeable as well. He knows exactly what is a correct part and what's not. He's had these sort of cars before, so he knows exactly.
Taken on that kind of project before, or this?
Oh, he's had many projects over the years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I suppose that's part of the game, part of the interest for him.
Yeah. That's where he'll get his enjoyment out of the build.
Yeah.
He'll see it coming together. He's sourcing the parts, finding history, talking to people, and we'll do our part that we can specialise in, and he'll do his.
Right.
You should be able to get all new parts for it.
New old stock parts, or?
Yeah, and new remanufactured.
Right.
Because cars like this, there is certain companies around the world that's all they look after.
Right.
Everything will come with a telephone number on the end of the cost, but it is what it is.
Yeah. That's a stunner. Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's just come in. It had a few electrical gremlins. The electric windows didn't go up and down. We found that the motors had fell apart and they were in the bottoms of the doors, and the cables had come off, so we've done them. We'll put some new relays on the electric windows to make them go up and down quicker. It's getting some new carpet in the car, and we did a little bit of paint work on the door apertures just to improve them a little bit. But very nice original car.
No problem with that, the speedo or anything like that?
No, the car drove here. He drove it in. He just wanted a few upgrades to make it a better car.
Okay, all right. And I know you've got everything's timeless. This Cobra.
So the Cobra.
This was largely, this was one in one piece last time I saw it. So
Yeah. So we've been backdating the car. This is a Mark IV, still aluminium bodied, but we wanted to make it look more like an earlier car.
Yeah.
So we've made an original dash for the car, or copy of an original dash. Got all the gauges. That's gone away to the trimmer to be covered in vinyl. Sourced a steering wheel that's the correct one for the car. Gear lever. Put in some seat belts in it because it had harnesses in it.
Yeah.
Sourced some bumper bars and fitted the bumper bars front and rear on the car. And put the earlier style wheels and tyres on the car as well.
Yeah. So what year would this be?
85.
85.
Yeah.
So this would be made in Autocraft work, but when they were in Surrey, is that what?
Yes. So I'm not exactly sure on the dates, but when AC finished, I think that was something like 1984, and then Autocraft then started, and he knew everything about the cars and built them, and then he went back to them and said, can I build these under your license? And they give him permission. Right. So that they would be badged as an AC Cobra.
Okay.
But it's an Autocraft.
Right.
But this is this would have been a fuel injection car. But
right. Okay.
We're making it into a carburettor car, so that when you open the bonnet, it looks like an earlier car. It ties in more with the Cobra.
Yeah, and sounds a lot better.
Yes. Yeah, well, it should sing with those on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. So, all right. Well, Chris, thanks again. I'm looking forward to when the wide body comes back in.
Yep.
But you reckon that's
around about 4 weeks away. It's been there 2 weeks now, so.
Right.
I think he was.
The trimmers.
Yes.
Okay. And then and then it comes back in the engine.
Hopefully we'll have the engine back from the engine builder, and then we can reassemble the engine, drop engine and gearbox in the car, and make it a finished item.
Great stuff. All right, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers.
You're welcome.
If you love this video, you're going to absolutely love this one. So click on the screen and watch that, and I'll see you in the next video.